So Boston, after losing in the season opener, has been taking care of teams that they should beat. And that includes Ottawa, Edmonton, who's a one-player team, and hopefully now the very young, inexperienced, and winless Detroit Red Wings. This game originally scheduled for a 7 p.m. start, but of course with the Red Sox playing right about now at about 8 o'clock, the Bruins up this game to 3 o'clock afternoon. Hold on. Wait, this isn't a religion dedicated to David Pastrnak? Oh.
Boston Bruins.
So we start things off in the first period, as we always do. 2U's, 2K's, Tuukka Rask. He goes up against Jonathan Bernier. And I mentioned the fact that this game got moved up from a 7 p.m. start to a 3 p.m. start, because boy, for the first 15 minutes of this game, nobody told the Boston Bruins, as they were asleep at the helm for roughly the first 15, and then started slowly picking up and gaining momentum, and eventually they wake up, and with 1 minute in, it is David Pastrnak. He takes it from his own zone, goes around some of the Detroit defenders, and snapshot off the back leg, and it's a thing of beauty. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Pastrnak. One helping of pasta already. We go to the second period, and off the face-off, an icing by Detroit. And it's Patrice Bergeron taking the face-off, and Patrice Bergeron does what Patrice Bergeron in the face-off goes best. He wins face-offs. And so he wins it back to Charlie McAvoy. Charlie McAvoy with the shot. It bounces off of Nick Jensen, and it's right in the back of the net. 2-0 Boston. We go later on in the second period, and Detroit will turn the puck over to David Krejci, and it's a quick up. It's onside to Jake DeBrusk. Forehand. Backhand, and it's in, it's out, no, saved by, no, it's a goal! As Jake DeBrusk, it trickles through, Jonathan Bernier just crosses the line. First of the season for Jake DeBrusk, 3-0 Boston, and this team that didn't start early is on a roll. And we go to later on in the second period, and oh my goodness, more pasta! As David Pastrnak on the power play, it's Brad Marchand. He tries to get it to Pastrnak in the first place. The pass gets blocked. Bergeron recovers. Spinorama passes it over to Pastrnak, and hammer time. It's a goal. 4-0 on the power play, and that is 100 of these. 100 bowls of pasta for David Pastrnak on his career. Congratulations to David Pastrnak for hitting number 100. We take it to the third period. Boston able to kill off the first part of a 5-on-3, but they are unable to kill off the rest of it, as it's a point shot by Philip Hronek. Hronek? H-R-O-N-E-K, Hronek? Yeah, I think so. But I thought it was deflected by Rasmussen, but they officially give the goal to Philip Hronek on the power play. 4-1 for Boston. 4-1 Boston. Oh. More pasta. As Patrice Bergeron gives it to Pastrnak, 2-on-1 give and go with Brad Marchand, and that's just unfair. That's a hat trick or a colander trick, or just everybody gets pasta. Pasta for everybody. All the pasta in the world. 5-1 Boston, and we're not done, as Detroit will be, Boston will be back on the power play, and Bruce Cassidy, with a 4-goal lead, says, I'm going to throw out Sean Corrali and Noel Acciari on the power play. Not a good idea, as it's a simple chip-in by Nilsson, right up to Dylan Larkin. He uses Johnny Moore as a screen, and it goes in. And for Tuukka Rask, it is SAWFT. Short-handed 5-2 is now the lead, but Boston bounces right back. A great individual effort, a great playing all night from this lineup. This third line of Anders Bjork and David Backes and Ryan Donato. This line looked really, really good. Hopefully it stays intact going forward, but steals the puck. Anders Bjork goes all the way in transition, has a 2-on-1 with Donato, decides to keep it himself, takes the shot, it goes in, 6-2 Boston. Not done. As it's a little bit later on, Jake DeBrusk takes the puck, drops it back to David Krejci. Krejci go over to Carlo. Carlo puts it to the front of the net, and Jake DeBrusk tips it in, his second of the game, and 400th career assist for David Krejci. Congrats to you. 7-2 Boston. But with 2 seconds left in the game, why not? Sean Corrali fires it, makes it an 8-2 final. The Boston Bruins dredge and rub out the lowly Detroit Red Wings, and this was a beatdown. Since the loss to the Washington, the Boston Bruins have put up 22 goals in, I think, 4 games, while winning all of them. So we'll be back on the road with the Bruins Wednesday night at Calgary. So many people fighting for 3 stars of the game. So star number 3 with 3 assists, Patrice Bergeron. Star number 2, Jake DeBrusk, get him 2 goals. And your number 1 star with a hat trick tonight, David Pastrnak. All the pasta tonight. So, like I said, next up for the Bruins, Wednesday night rivalry or Wednesday night hockey or whatever the hell NBCSN wants to call it. Boston at Calgary, Alberta, Canada, if I can be serious for a minute. On the next Bruins Recap Show.